AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington football team.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington football team. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
First down, Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Prescott now. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
2nd and 12.
He'll look to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago.
16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because those big guys up front are doing work. But now the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now here come the Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the counter, Elliott.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott
Got his man. It's Fehoko.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down. Back to throw now on 1st down.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he's taken down inside the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll set up to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
De'Ami Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Prescott now from the 50. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started with the battle for New York. With all due respect to the Bills, it's the Giants and Jets squaring off at MetLife Stadium. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw here. Forced out. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves starting to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Prescott to throw it.
He'll get this to Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 5. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Gibson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott, he finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Gibson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Second down and 5. They run the toss now with Gibson.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, it's Gibson. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Finding room to the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Washington on third down.
They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Looking to throw, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Prescott on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Gibson again. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Washington on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll throw again. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. He's at the 40, 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, Gibson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll set up to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being